Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Canes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll call for the fair catch here. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third down, going up top. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end. He's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
First down here for the offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll go to the ground. Bulls his way forward. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Past the 30. Open runway ahead. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cade! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Let's see what he can get to. The ball pops out on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense when you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Miami!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's got it on the right. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flank. Nice job.
Can anyone catch him? He's at the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Alabama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicked.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Second down after that incompletion. Quarterback checking off. To the air. It's Perkins. It's complete to the right. At the 45 on its way. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hurricane! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If we can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
They'll line up for a second down play. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Across the 45. There he goes down the right side. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. Fires into traffic. Picked off. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Get set, get set. Ringo, Ringo. Ready, ready.
On the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crash him down. They've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Fast motion from the offense. They'll try the run.
Love the call here going RPO on 3rd down, and obviously you're giving your quarterback choices, but the defense gave them a look that was conducive to handing that football off. So good decision by the quarterback and nice push up front.
The Hurricanes have their offense in high gear.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Moves!
This is a design run. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off and just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll go with a direct snap. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
And now this offense will take the field again. He'll try the left side. The ball squirts free. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Yeah, and you wonder if that was the right read by the quarterback on that RPO. Maybe he should have just handed that off, because there was nobody open downfield to throw to.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They feed him again. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Absolutely perfect. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He's going to bring it out from deep. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air, it's Perkins. He lofts one down the sideline. A full dive to haul that one in. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Miami.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Snags it down the right side. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
To attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Stanford is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Cardinal on the scoreboard. They're up by 17 over Temple. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, we'll see and hear. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down, find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
The throw to the outside is complete. Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He put the college football world on notice.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
With the score, Miami 42, Alabama 10.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wide receiver shows motion. Using his feet. Makes it past the marker. Oh, look out. There he goes. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Canes. And the pummeling has started.
This quarterback is so unique and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tide offense rolls onto the field. The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. Afterburners coming. The 20. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking. Give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, no, no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense.
Let's go.
Runs through the tackle. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the stomping has commenced.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be. And they've looked explosive today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 4 over Wisconsin. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. On the move. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
Unloads it downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Tide with the 1st and 10.
29 Philly.
Right back to the well. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Quick strike complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Miami 63, Alabama 17.
Got it.
1st down to start the drive after the break.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Give to the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. To the ground with the back. Oh, it's out. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewing.
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field.
Get set.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Got some room to run. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Easy.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and another good run. What's new, though? I mean, this dude, 150 on the dot. That is a great day at the office. He's been really, really good all game long, and it's no secret why they continue to feature this guy in the ground game.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
On play. Bring up second down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quick pass on the fly motion. On his feet at the 40. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down?
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, it was not a good day.
Got his man! And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal.
Cricket.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's now 2nd and 8.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here.